Wendy Osher with Maui Now, here at the ILWU offices in Wailuku, where Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard just visited and spoke with members of the ILWU, 650 of which will lose their jobs before the end of the year due to the cessation of sugar operations at Hawaiian Commercial and Sugar Company on Maui.
Well, there's no question about the challenges that exist when, in what really is kind of a new era. It's a generational transition that's occurring. What I was really impressed and inspired by, and what caught me a little bit off guard, was just the strength and the resilience and the determination that I felt and heard from the workers and the employees that I met this morning. Even though many of them are uncertain about what's going to be next, haven't made a decision yet about where they may end up, still they're determined to work very hard until the last day. And want to be excited about what that next chapter will bring. The message that I shared with them today is that, I and so many others are standing with them. There are some very good federal benefits coming through this trade adjustment assistance through the Department of Labor that will be available to them, that will go beyond your unemployment insurance and will really help them, whether it's through education, training, on-the-job training, apprenticeships, whatever applies to them and their choice for where they're going to go next in paying for tuition and books and other things, but also to extend that unemployment insurance, to provide, a cash stipend and resources to really help them and their families get through this. There's a long list of benefits that each of them qualifies for. So our job now is to make sure that the process is as smooth as possible for them to be able to apply for those benefits from the state, which is the federal money is going to have to go through the state to be able to get to them, and to make sure that this is done as quickly and smoothly as possible.
We also had the opportunity to speak with Congresswoman Gabbard about her recent endorsement of Bernie Sanders for the presidential nomination under the Democratic ticket. She expressed excitement and what's in store for the future.
Well, I was really amazed and very happy about the turnout that Hawaii had for Senator Bernie Sanders on Saturday night. He was up against some pretty tough odds here in Hawaii in particular, given the fact that, I think most people across the state didn't know who he was not that long ago. His name recognition was very low compared to Hillary Clinton, who everybody knows who she is. She had a lot of endorsements from many of our former governors and former members of Congress and others, and so it was just really great and a great credit not only to Bernie Sanders and the vision that he is laying out, but really to the volunteers across the state who worked so hard to be able to get the word out, to get that vote out, and to get that high turnout that we saw. So with the states that are coming up, obviously my hope is that people will continue to get that message, to be able to hear that message of taking the government back and putting it in the hands of the people, and fighting against the income inequality that we see, and stopping and ending the trillions of dollars that we have thrown at these unnecessary interventionist regime change wars that have cost us so dearly, both in resources as well as in lives, and take that money and invest it in nation building here in our communities here at home.
During her congressional visit to Maui, Congresswoman Gabbard also visited first responders, healthcare workers, and the Liberty Dialysis Center in Lahaina. For Maui Now in Wailuku, I'm Wendy Osher.